Okay, welcome back everybody. My name is Rico. I'm here doing the I forgot what it's called, Nuzlocke challenge, the Nuzlocke challenge, where apparently you can only catch the first Pokemon that you see in each area. So if I cross into the next route and I catch, and I see something that's the only one that I can keep. So apparently that's how the challenge works. And if somebody on your team faints, you have to go to the PC and release that Pokemon. So that's the other rule that the challenge has. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes into this, and I have not yet got my first gym badge. I've been spending a lot of time, mostly trying to EV train my Combustion. I want to train it as much as I can for speed and attack, so I wanted to get a good jump on that. I wanted to do the best I could, at least get it started for speed and attack, so that so that the majority of the EVs will be speed and attack. But I don't want to waste your guys' time and have the videos running for days and days just for me to stand in the same area and go get the EV. So I'm gonna come here, the house directly to the left of the Pokemon Center. This is where you get the move cut. You're gonna need it. So far my team is the Combustion that you saw and a Zigzagoon. Those are the only two Pokemon that I have captured so far. And the Zigzagoon I do not plan on training. I only want him on my team for an HM person. I'm just gonna use him for cut and for surf and for strength and for rock smash. That'll be his job. I'm still debating honestly who I really want to put on my team. It's gonna be tough because usually the good Pokemon are. This is the first time I ever tried this challenge, and like I told people, in the previous videos that I made, I told people, like it's been a while since I really played Pokemon, so the challenge sounded interesting to me, so I thought that I would give it a shot, just to kind of reminisce a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. Having a good time so far. So my knowledge really about Sapphire is it's not so fresh in my brain. It's been a while since I have actually played Sapphire and Ruby, or Emerald for that matter. For those of you who don't know what EV training is, I did explain that also in the previous videos, so you take a look at the previous videos and they will tell you what EV training is. More or less, it's just picking and choosing who you fight to get a boost in special statistics. So, I mean, that's more or less, that's what it is, really. So far, I have been, like I said, training my Blaziken or my Combustion for attack and speed. My goal is to make it pretty fast and play deadly. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep it going like that. I'm going to do my best to train it that way. I am not, however, going to avoid all challenger battles and all kinds of stuff like that just so that I don't receive the EVs that I don't need. I can't do that. That would just make the videos take forever. So I'm gonna do my best to complete this fast and also EV train, because I do want to show the results of EV training in this video. If I possibly can, I would like to show the results. so you guys can understand. That was lucky. Lucky, but it's okay. I'll take that. When I did start with my combustion, actually his highest stat at the beginning was special attack. So I did not want special attack. I still don't want special attack. So it's good to see that as I'm growing through the levels, my attack is actually catching my special attack, and it is now dominating and becoming the strongest stat that the combustion has. Well, the strongest attack stat, and his speed is also catching up too. So you can see right here, special attack and attack are equal. Speed's close, but not quite there yet. But we're gonna, if we do this right, it should get there. And be one of his tougher stats. So that's my goal. That's what I'm gonna head for. Yeah. So about 1 hour and 30 minutes into this, I do now have my first gym badge. I've talked a little bit with you guys about some of my favorite Pokemon to use, but the ones that I've mentioned are legendaries. In fact, Kyogre, Lugia, Mewtwo, those are. Darkrai's one of my favorites. Those are, like I said, those are definitely some of my favorites, but I mean, I'm interested to hear who are some of your guys' favorites, and if you could actually comment below and let's get a conversation going about that. I'm definitely open to talk about Pokemon. Like I said, I used to be big into it. It used to be something that really, and it still is, you know, still resonates with me. It just, I've kind of learned to focus more on the outside world. Once you start getting older, life kind of hits you pretty hard. But I am definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say and your opinions on who your favorite Pokemon are. I don't know, maybe your opinions are based on the show, or maybe your opinions are based on playing the games, Pokemon that have been strong in your eyes, or anything like that. But whatever it is, I'm interested to hear it. So like I said, drop that in the comments below. Let me know who your favorites are, and we can get a conversation going about that. Maybe some people better than me have some movesets for you or something, I don't know, just to give you a little head start. Or maybe some of you are just beginning to play these games and you don't know a whole lot. Like I said, you can definitely learn a lot from these videos. I do have a lot of knowledge about Pokemon from when I did used to play all the time. I'm not catching that thing. I don't want that thing. I'm not even gonna fight it. So I do have a lot of knowledge, and you can learn a lot about this game from watching this video. And if you have any questions about some of the things that I'm talking about, maybe I did not explain them thoroughly, or maybe you just don't quite understand what it is I'm talking about, and that's understandable because not everybody will. But if you have that issue, then I do suggest you the very same. Comment below and try your best to get in touch with me. Well, I'll be pretty thorough about Sorry, I have a text message, and I was replying to it. Yeah, but if you have any questions about anything that I've said, any of the about the EVs, I know I did touch on IVs. Well, I just mentioned it. Really, I didn't even touch on it. I just mentioned it. I said the word, and then I was like, well, I'll get back to that another day. If you have questions about that too, I mean, like I said in the comments below, it's a free for all. Go for it, and I will definitely get back to you guys on your questions. I'm willing to assist you, and and I'll even do more videos later. I'll find the time to play Pokemon more often. I'll do my best to find the time, and that way I can explain thoroughly and show you guys what it looks like to go up one level and have your special attack increase by like 20. I would like to show that in a video just so you guys can see that. It's pretty awesome to watch. Also, if we're talking about non-legendaries, because I know there are some people like that. I mean, to me, I've never been that way, because I mean, that's like, especially when you first start playing, dude, that's like finding buried treasure or something. When you catch your first legendary Pokemon, it's like astounding to you. You know, you're there like, oh my gosh, I got him. You know, it's something crazy. Like, especially when you're young and you do it and you're like, like what? Because you're still in that state of mind, like. You're still in that state of mind, like if only one exists and it's yours, man. This car's loud. I hate living in a busy city. I really do. And my house is like on the street, so it's pretty difficult. Sometimes you just don't have peace. Man. Really need that speed to grow more. But like I said, I do know that there are some people like that. There are some people that are, I don't like using legendaries. I don't like when people use legendaries, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I do have a few teams where I don't use legendaries, and a few teams where I like to mess around and like use only starters, or it's just always fun to add a little twist to it. And it keeps things interesting when you, like, if you complete a full team and it's your best team that you could possibly think of, you don't want to just be done right there and be like, this is my team and I'm not doing anything else now. You don't want to be like that. I mean, you want to keep your array open so you can be able to switch in and out. Oh, okay, today I'm going to use Typhlosion. Oh, today I'm going to do this and that, You want to keep it open. And one thing I do like about the Pokemon games is, I mean, not right now, of course, because I am on an emulator, but when you use the Game Boys or the Nintendo DSs or anything like that, it is extremely easy to continue and trade your Pokemon, and that way you can move to the next game, but you can still keep the ones that you had with you. You don't have to get rid of them or start all over or something like that, and that's good. I do like that. There's more text messages coming in, so give me just a second. I'm gonna have to go over here. I'm gonna have to teach the zigzagoon cut. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And yeah, so if we're talking about if we're talking about non-legendaries, and then some people have like those classifications as to where they say like Entei and Raikou and Suicune are not legendaries, and they say like Zapdos and Moltres and them are not legendaries, and or some people say the dogs are not and the birds are, or people get confused, you know. To me, honestly, even I don't know. Like to me, all Pokemon are the same. You know, like I said, when you get your Zapdos or something like that, you're like astounded, like, dude, it's incredible. I just cut this tree for no reason. You know what I mean? Like you get just psyched. And so for someone to be like, let's not use legendaries and let's just, you know, you're just like with your eyes wide open, like, dude, what? I used like 89 Master Balls to get him. Or I mean 89 Ultra Balls, my bad. I mean, I've had days like that, honestly. For those of you that don't know as well, you don't have to use your Master Ball to catch a legendary Pokemon. A Kyogre, a Groudon, a Rayquaza, whatever it is, a Zapdos, Moltres, anything. It's not. I used to play like that too, and I used to think just one. It's just one. I can only have one legendary Pokemon, and I gotta make sure I choose the best one. That's how I did originally think the game was, you know? And then it was actually this game, to be honest. It was actually Sapphire that I did it with. I used my Master Ball and I got Kyogre, and I finished the game. I beat the game. I beat the leader. I beat the champion. I beat the champion, and I was just going about my thing, you know. I was just exploring everything and catching other guys and stuff like that, and I did come across Mirage Tower, which is where Rayquaza is. And when I got to the top and I seen him there, I was so pissed. I was like, nah, dude, the Green Dragon one got, oh man. And then I wanted to restart the game because I was like, I should have left the water guy there, and I should have saved the Master Ball for this guy. I screwed up. You know, and I was very, very irritated by it. And so I actually entered that battle anyways, and I had that day like 70 Ultra Balls or something like that. I was literally like on a mission to catch just like all the cool things that I could. I was in that area looking for Horsey. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to get a Horsey with Dragon Scale so that I could trade it to my friend and get a Kingdra. That's what I wanted. I wanted a Kingdra. And so that's what I was doing. And I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to fight that person. Got distracted in my story. And yeah, so I did find that tower. And I challenged it anyways. I saved it beforehand. I challenged him anyways. I fought him. It was a long, intense fight. I died. I set it off and I did it again. And I'm like trying to catch him this whole time with my Ultra Balls. I'm like trying to catch him and whatever. And in my head, honestly, I thought it wouldn't work. And I caught him. And that was like, for me, when I was like, oh my gosh, I can catch him with Ultra Balls. You know what I mean? And from there, that's when I was like, you know, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. I was like, man, you can get him with Ultra Balls. That's insane. I never knew that before. And so, for those of you that don't know, yes, you can. You can catch a legendary Pokemon with Ultra Balls. I suggest that you. I didn't mean to do that. I suggest that you save the game prior to clicking on the Pokemon. So that way you don't. If it leaves, you know, if you kill it or it kills you or however that works, you want to make sure that you got a second chance to catch it. You know what I mean? And so that's my suggestion to you. You save the game before you encounter the legendary, because you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to make sure that you get your legendary Pokemon. You want. The legendaries are awesome. That is why they are called legendaries. But yeah, like I was saying, if there are some people who are they challenge you to fights with non-legendary Pokemon, I mean, there's many options to do that. There's tons of ways that you can actually build a non-legendary team, and the most basic way is all types. I have to sneeze. I knew it was coming. Right. That's the most common strategy that people use. All types. They wanna leave it open to be able to counter anything that comes. So, like a ground type, if anything, or a water type in case they have a fire type or whatever. People always want to have that variety, and there's nothing wrong with that. Having a team with a variety of different Pokemon types. There's nothing wrong with that. That is a good strategy. But there are more strategies. Like I know some people who use all water type teams, and they use somebody who they use. Dang man, these buttons don't work good sometimes. They use Pokemon who have rain dance or something like that. So they set up that rain, which does improve the power of all water type moves, and then they just unleash because their entire team is water types, and they just let that go on you. You know what I mean? And from that, honestly, from teams like that are tough to defeat. Like the gym leaders at their very best. And the gym leaders are not that strong, really, but if they had it figured out, like how some of these people do, they are. I mean, a Ludicolo is not it's not the ideal Pokemon, but with Rain Dish is its ability that helps to restore his health while it's raining. So with Rain Dish, and you have it with Giga Drain, maybe Toxic, Surf, or whatever, you can make a deadly Ludicolo, really. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that any Pokemon can be good, or, like the people say, I mean, I don't personally believe that any Pokemon can be good. I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of Pokemon that just outright suck. Like, I will never in my life touch a Smeargle. I don't even... Why? Personally, I don't like Gyarados. I know there are people who use Gyarados sweepers, and I have actually fought a couple, and they go down like bitches. Personally, I don't like Gyarados. There are a lot of people who use electric type moves out there in the world, and an electric type move is deadly to that character, regardless of anything. It is deadly. It is deadly. 4 times weakness. Gyarados has almost no defense or special defense. It's gone. It's gone. It's just basically, you might as well say it's over with. So personally, I don't like Gyarados, but there are a lot of people who would argue with me about that, and they would be like, "Oh man, you can make an awesome Gyarados," and it's true. I believe. That's just my own personal opinion. Gyarados is not for me. I would avoid it, but I have, like I said, I have seen a lot of people who use him, and I've seen a lot of people do very good with him actually. So I can't, not against me, but I've seen him do good. So I can't say like he's not a good card or something like that, or he's not a good character or something. But he is, It's just if you know how to use him right. Like in the first movie of Pokemon, they even said that, like Gyarados is really hard to train, but if you train him right, it's the most reliable thing. The most reliable Pokemon there is. I think that's exactly word for word how it was in the movie, but yeah, I'm interested also to hear your favorite legendary Pokemon too, and your favorite normal Pokemon. Let's go with your favorite basics Pokemon that are not legendaries. Let's hear them both. I I didn't mean to say no. I meant to go with him. So yeah, let's hear them both though. Let's hear what you guys have to say about your favorites, and I will also in the comments I will drop my own favorites. And we can get a conversation going about that. Personally, for me, I mean, I know like right now you see me with Blaziken and everything, but personally for me, honestly, I'm a special attack user. There are a lot more special attacks in all the first generations, and so I do actually prefer special attacks and special attack characters. So, like I said, that's just me though. Not everybody is the same. So I'm a fan of my psychic types. I'm a fan of my fire types. I'm looking for the good rod or the old rod or whatever. It's got to be here somewhere. These buttons really suck sometimes. For those of you interested in getting an emulator, it does work very well. It's not slow or anything. I did use a Nintendo DS emulator and it was super slow. I originally wanted to do this challenge on Platinum version because they said it was the hardest. And for me personally, I like challenges, but for video purposes, I decided not to because I did try and it was, honestly, it was extremely slow and the videos would have just sucked. So I avoided that and I came to the Game Boy one, and I was thinking which one from the Game Boy one would I like to, you know. Thought about doing Fire Red and Leaf Green, simply because I wanted to use a Charizard, but I decided against that too, and I decided to go with Sapphire. So here I am using Sapphire, and I still am undecided exactly on who I'm gonna use for my team, you know? You see me, like right now I'm literally just with my combustion, that's it. And it's not that I haven't been keeping my eyes open, it's just that every Pokemon that I've encountered first honestly has sucked. He gives special defense. I wish I didn't have to fight him. Like I said though, they just have sucked. I don't want to train a Zigzagoon. I don't want to train a Lotad or a Whismur. I can't stand X-Cloud. I never have liked X-Cloud in any form. Got a Stardust, alright, that's good. And you'll catch me later too. I'll even show you later. I just click random spots sometimes, like corners and stuff, just to see if there's stuff there. You will even see me sometimes, well, later on in the hopefully I get my team pretty soon, because later when I do, I'm gonna hit what I'm gonna call like 3 times speed. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna just call it good and let it go, and I'm gonna do my best to just finish the game. I'm gonna get tired of just chilling and wasting my time, so I'm gonna kick it into full gear later on. And I am going to I'm gonna just go all out. Like I said, I'm gonna just start smashing everything in my way. And I will, even right now I'm doing it. I'm just saving money in this game. I'm saving money and I'm doing what I can. I'm just saving it up, because when I do get to the cities where I can where max repels are available in the mart, I'm gonna get the max repels, and I'm just gonna go about it like that. I'm actually going to max repel people, and I will not even, it's not even gonna be a concern of mine. I'm gonna go get a few Pokeball, just because I don't want to miss my chance here at catching a Zubat. If Zubat is the first thing that pops up, I would like to get the Zubat. This is not the place to buy the Pokeball, even though I thought it was. Is there a mart here? Or did I just miss my chance? There's not, huh? Man, that ruins things. I'm gonna have to go back. Hey, I found the old rod. Alright, cool. So that's motivation enough right there. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go to the Petalburg Mart. Because I'm gonna get a few Pokeballs just in case I do see that Zubat. I'm gonna take this video to about 35 minutes. After that, I'm gonna have to cut it. So yeah, I don't want to miss my chance at a Zubat because I'm gonna need somebody who can use Fly, and Zubat can use Fly. I might train it too. I do like Crobat. I've always liked Crobat, one of the fastest. So I do like that. Plus, it gets his poison thing, and Fly is a good move for him. Wing attack is great. I'm gonna avoid the grass, or I might as well go. I see a Zigzagoon. I'll get some Eevees. Dude, these buttons sometimes. Man, is there not a mart here too? Wow, there's not. This is crazy. These people do not want you to shop. I'm not gonna fight the Wurmple. I have a text message, I'm sorry. I'll make it quick. I'm gonna type with my index finger. Trying to multitask the best I can. Man, I'm pushing the buttons, they're just not going now. These buttons really suck. I think maybe like my thumb is sweaty or something. I have no idea. It's so hot here right now. That's why I'm talking about the sweaty thumb. You guys don't. This is like 106 degrees right now. It is like 100. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is literally like 106 degrees right now. It is intense. It's extremely intense. So people are crazy. Get some Pokeball. You can see my dollars are getting pretty high. I'm gonna get about 25 of them. Oh, that hurt. I broke myself. I made myself broke. I forgot about the Premier Balls. I should have just got 10, 10, 10, 10. It's okay though. But like I was saying though, the most important thing for me right now is to stack up on who's gonna use my HMs. That's really what I need. Somebody who can fly. I need somebody who can serve, strength, dark smash, all that. Good thing. It was very lucky, honestly. It was very lucky that Zigzagoon was my first one. I was actually not even thinking about it, that I wanted a Zigzagoon, until I saw it, and then I was like, there was a mart there. Dude, I skipped it. I'm so stupid. I literally went to the other city. That's so stupid. Yeah, until I saw it and I was like, man, I'm gonna need him for cut. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna need him for all things. Okay, so we are on the way to Slateport City right now. But not Slateport, Dewford. Dewford City right now, Slateport will be next. It's getting to about 35 minutes. I think that's the maximum storage that my phone has right now. So I'm doing my closing things. I'm gonna hope that I get there first and I'll save it. And if I don't make it, just know that that's what happened. My thing went out. But I'm not gonna keep progress. I'm not gonna make progress without you guys being, able to watch. So I'm gonna save right now. An hour and 51 minutes, almost 2 hours in, and I'm about to get my second gym badge. Okay.